I just love this cake. Got the recipe from my lovely neighbor only very recently, but I've made it already a few times. It's utterly divine. It's straightforward, very few ingredients. It's light and rich at the same time. It's just elegant. The nutty meringue is deliciously chewy, and the buttercream has a twist to it and is quite original. Tried this recipe with hazelnut and walnut, and it was just as nice.
Might as well roast all of them.
Or rather toast them, and they will be so much nicer. Stir them all the time, high heat, until they change color.
And it's gone much softer. Right, mixer is ready. We're going to quickly separate egg whites and egg yolks, making only half a portion here, which still is, I think, a good size cake.
Each egg I separate over this little bowl first to make sure I've done it neatly. Egg whites are very easy to whip.
But we need to make sure there is no even a drop of egg yolk there, because it will slow the process considerably and we will never whip them really well. Okay. Right, clean egg white goes here.
As the eggs are quite small, I will use one extra, so 6 altogether, but we'll keep the amount of sugar the same. It took only 5 minutes to whip those egg whites. I've made note of the time.
Yeah, we can turn it upside down. There we go, it doesn't fall. Yeah, so
It took 3 minutes to incorporate the sugar. I added in 2 goes.
By the way, I reduced amount of sugar from the actual recipe by far. I would say up to the absolute minimum now. Glossy, and you see it holds those peaks like that. It doesn't fall off the mixer. And now we're just going to add our nuts. I would say medium to fine crumbs. Gently with the spoon now we'll fold them in.
Just a standard tray which came with the oven, and I do need here a baking paper, spreading it as evenly as I can.
The oven is getting preheated to 180, but then I immediately, as soon as the tray is in, I will reduce to 130.
The egg yolks will be cooked on water bath. I'm just trying to judge how much water I need.
We have maybe 1 finger of
Water, which we keep on low simmer for now. The water should just about touch the bottom of the pan with yolks.
so 60 grams of sugar, 6 level tablespoons of flour. By the way, if I would have here a corn flour, I would use it. In that case, it would be totally flourless cake, which is good for some people, I suppose. And I actually would prefer to use corn flour here. Smells really nice. Natural almond extract. You can use Baileys, amaretto, amarone, that sort of almond liqueurs and that sort of stuff. Espresso coffee here, which cooled down. Good strong espresso. Give it all a good mix. And make sure our water is boiling here.
We're looking for
our mix to thicken, which it will because of the flour. And I want to see bubbles.
Bring it gently to the boiling point, and I think here it is. The mix is starting to thicken very quickly.
And it will thicken a bit more
As it cools down, we need to let it cool completely before combining it with the whipped butter.
ice pack. So it will cool down sooner.
Butter is very soft. It was at room temperature for ages, and I'm beating it not for that long, literally a few minutes. It goes fluffier and whiter.
Practically room temperature only took 5 minutes to cool it down with this ice pack.
I put it to the fridge for a few minutes, so it's properly cold now and very thick.
Quite delicious.
And I'm quickly combining it with the whipped butter. I could have made another tray of meringue, of course.
And then just sandwich those two large ones together. But
instead, I'm cutting this one in half, and this is going to be our cake. The meringue is quite fragile, so I removed the paper very carefully. Still, one of the layers broke in two, but it totally doesn't matter. Most of the filling goes between layers. I leave just a couple of spoons, literally, for the top layer. So just very thin layer of cream on top of the cake.
And it hides multitudes of sins.
And helps our nuts to stick.